Hello, everybody. It's me, Jessica, and welcome to a speed build, an actual speed build, not a renovation, and it is a house, not a community lot. But I was gonna kind of actually go for a traditional look whenever I first started, but then I realized that the layout was kind of very similar to my legacy house. And I just kind of thought, instead of changing the whole shape of the build right off the bat and scrapping it, I will just go for a different style. And I'm really happy I did, because I really enjoy doing modern builds. And I think this is more of like a rustic modern. And I, naturally, as we all do, I really struggled with the door and window situation for like the exterior look of the house. I picked wallpaper for the outside, and that was that. I was done. I was happy. It was really just the windows, and I just kind of struggled for a minute with that. But up here, we're just gonna kind of lay out some of the borders and stuff and try our very hardest to get matching wood tones, And I love the concrete tops to buildings like this. I feel like it really kind of helps tie in that like industrial, rustic, whatever kind of look. I know rustic and industrial are very different. But I kind of found a way, I think, to tie them in together in this exterior, which is kind of what I was going for as it kind of progressed, especially with that green roof. It really kind of from there is where the rustic came along. I added some more wood tones to the whole thing, and I loved like the landscaping in this build, because I really don't landscape a whole bunch. If I do, it's like over time, because I'm really lazy when it comes to building my Sims homes. And I struggled with this little number from the jungle pack. I don't know if it was the bushes that were there. I didn't really feel like messing with it anymore. So I just stuck with that. And, of course, a gnome. Always a gnome. Door. This is still not going to be the door that goes there. I think I go through like 4 different doors before I actually decide on a door. But I'm pretty happy with the layout of this house and just the overall vibe that it brings together. I went for a family kind of, maybe they're a little more fun-loving, but definitely a family home. But I ditched the whole philosophy of having a dining room table so that we could have a computer desk, a painting easel, and a foosball table. So yeah. And then a bunch of those wood pillows is kind of what I mean in the rustic respect of the exterior having a rustic element. I feel like most industrial things don't have a whole lot of wood. So I don't know. That just is how it went for me. And I really liked the initial like cabinets that I picked here, but then the actual upper cabinets didn't really fit what I was going for. They weren't quite dark enough. I don't actually think they have matching cabinets for these cabinets, and if they do, I was missing it for sure. But I went for these are from the Jungle Pack, I believe, and they matched really well. I actually had to like cut a bit out right there because my cheats were not even turned on in this save file. It's a save file I created specifically for building fun. But yeah, I had to turn on my cheats, and that was fun because I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. I was like, what am I doing wrong? But I do talk a little bit in the tour at the end about how like you will never find just like white walls in my builds. Never. Unless it is like a whole theme that I'm going for. I'm a loud color kind of person when it comes to my walls. I did go for a white bed in the master, which is very unlike me. I kind of just like color everywhere. And this was kind of an afterthought, but at the same time, it wasn't. I knew I wanted to put a fireplace on here, but I didn't really know where it needed to go. But definitely here. Struggled with the height a bit, but we got it. We got it. And here I'm just kind of trying to fit the kitchen back together a little bit better. Make sure that everything is there, basically. Kind of going through the checklist, if you will. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like whenever I do terrain painting, I really spend way too much time staring at it. So here recently I've been trying to like not spend so much time on like the perfecting of the terrain paint. So if it looks a little botchy, then I thought so too. Oh, I am like a perfectionist at heart, but I really am, the lazy part of me kind of takes over. I love that painting too, the Jazz Cat. I really tried to focus on like base game things in this build, but it is kind of tricky sometimes. Like, I love those curtains, you know, and I'm gonna use them, but that's just something that I wish that they had in the base game, was like a curtain, at least something kind of like that. Like maybe, I don't know. I get that if they offered it in the base game, then, you know, why offer it in the other packs that you have to buy to get curtains like that? But I kind of struggled with that couch for a minute. The whole like layout and everything, it all kind of changes. And I did do a little touching up like off camera. Not now, it's here in a minute. I probably cut out a little bit of it. But I basically just did a little bit of landscaping and stuff like that off camera. But it's because I spent some time just like struggling, I think. I cycled through some fireplaces there and just was kind of, I feel like, struggling with some of the pieces and how I wanted to put stuff together and fit everything together. The kids' room came together really easily, but I didn't put like anything on the wall. I ended up taking that off the wall actually because I just felt like it was big and clunky. But I spent a lot of time on the desk. I used the Move Objects cheat, as I do always, religiously. I love that cheat. I did not actually player test everything like the easel and stuff, so I'm not actually sure if that's okay, but I think it would be. If not, there's plenty of room to expand this house. Plenty of room. Anytime I think of doing a voiceover for a speed build, I think about Devin Bumpkin, who I really enjoy watching him build. He's probably one of my favorite builders. His community lots, his houses, everything, his style, his like color palettes and interior designing and everything, like it just blows me out of the water every time. Every time. I do end up making this pool bigger because I wanted it to be a smidge bigger. I felt like it was kind of lacking that space that it needed. There we go. There was the cut right there. But so there's like some trees in the backyard now and landscaping off over to the right, which I'm pretty bad about doing landscaping and stuff, but here I had to like push that back and fix that whole thing, and that was a whole thing. Which I didn't even realize that back wall is not currently painted, but oh, my husband called me. I'm sorry. I am not really the best at editing, and so That's what that was. My husband called me. So, sorry, not sorry. I am new to the game here. I play and build on console, but I love it. I love to build. I love to play. I love like the legacy or generations or whatever style play. Because I just like to have the big old families and whatnot at that point. And this is kind of where I just tried to let go of all of my like OCD about Trane painting. I feel like I did a good job at letting go. I think I did all right. But I put some stuff around. That bookshelf. I love that bookshelf. Love that bookshelf. I love the little plant on it, the like diagonal shelves, like just the whole thing, the whole bit. Yeah, real depressing single player chess table there. Sorry about it. That was rough. But I really wanted to squeeze that in there, so I did. But I think here in a second, you'll get to watch me put a ton of stuff up on the desk. I probably could have put some more stuff in the kitchen, but I don't like it when it looks super, super cluttered. Your Sims like have trouble using it and stuff like that. And I do like to play, like I said, so I want to actually have a functioning house. But here is where I kind of start to go through the clutter objects and whatnot. I'm pulling out all the things that I want to kind of, plop down on the desk. And then here we go. Here we go. So I hope you guys are having a good day while I am doing this nonsense. I had a wonderful day with my daughter. She has figured out how to pull herself up on the edge of her pack and play. It's, oh my gosh, she's so cute. She just like squeals and laughs and giggles, and it's the cutest thing. I love her. I love her. I love her. Find me on Instagram if you would like to see pictures of her. I don't actually have my personal Instagram linked to my SIMstagram, but I should do that because I don't know. I feel like if you're in the Sims community and you're like someone that like doesn't have good intentions, then I don't know. I feel like that's unheard of in the Sims community. Right. And I did mean to fix those tables because I know that they're not aligned, but I did not fix it. And so now it's going to drive me crazy. But oh well, it's okay. No harm, no foul. It's still a functioning side table. It looks great with the books on it. But we are about to segue over into the actual tour, so I think we should be able to wrap it up right about here. So thanks, guys. Hello, everybody. I am joining you in the speed build, and I'm trying to figure out how to actually do a voiceover. So this is the tour, and if I get this recorded properly, I will have already talked to you guys. Gosh, I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. I think a car just hit us. It did. Oh, the trolley. But this is a little like kind of traditional spin. Of course, I'm not ever going to be able to like stick to one style. I'm really bad about blending my styles. I'm a very eclectic person. But it has like a little green roof and I love it. I'm so happy with that little feature. But it is more of a modern home, but it does have a lot of like traditional kind of wood tones and stuff like that. But you go inside, and it took me a long time to decide on these doors, you guys, but I did it. I finally decided on doors and a wood tone, and we're here. This is the little entryway, if you will. It's not really a huge house, but you walk in, you have a nice little sitting area here. I was also kind of struggling with the couch choices, but I think I'm really happy with it actually. And it's also, instead of having a dining room table over here, I apologize, my dog keeps barking at my neighbors. I was hoping she would stop. Oh my goodness, dramatic. But yeah, instead of having a dining room table over here, I kind of thought that it was maybe appropriate, since this is supposed to be a family home, to kind of just have a little bit more going on, as far as you can dance if you want to. You can leave your friend behind. And then over here we have the beautiful kitchen space. I don't actually know, I can't tell if I feel like those wood tones are different or not, but they are different cabinets. So there's that. But then you can go out the back here, and there's like the little gardening space over here with the bee box, which you can go and get stung by the bees if you want. Also, like, we are doing this tour at prime time, y'all. How beautiful is this right now? Oh my gosh. Hold on, actually. I need to go to the front. We're gonna just... Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I just need this, you know? I need this in my life a little bit. I need... Oh, yep. Okay. Okay, that's all I wanted, was just a little bit of... I really like the kind of private entrance that you have to the front of the house, though. But yeah, so back here, little sections. I'm really trying to figure out how to do yards better, and I think that I kind of like this. I kind of like how it came together. I was a little confused as I was doing it. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I had to make the pool a little bit bigger as I went along and everything, but I think it turned out really nice. There's some landscaping around, which I'm really bad about doing typically. But we landscaped. Oh, guys, I love it. I love The Sims. Okay, anyways. But yeah, you have bookshelf, painting, there is a computer. I worked real hard on the clutter here. I mean, it's really not that hard. It's time consuming, so spend that time, you guys, if you want it to look cute. This is just a one-seater chess table, and I know that that's not really practical, but the other bed is more comfortable. I don't know why she's getting in that one. But yeah, I just didn't really have the space to make it work. I probably could have squeezed it in here, but I just wanted this bedroom to feel more like a bedroom and not a space like that. This is a little toddler room, so there is plenty of space in this house to grow your family. And then in here is the master suite. I freaking love this wall color. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. But yeah, that's where I am like saying I'm a very eclectic person. You will never find boring wall colors in my builds. But in here we have the bathroom, which I meant to actually put something in that corner, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. I don't ever give my Sims toilet paper. They don't deserve it. Just kidding. I just don't remember. But yeah, that's it. That is basically it. Across here is just another bathroom. You come in. I am the weirdo that likes to be able to see the trees and stuff when I'm like getting out or just around in my house. So if you're creeping in my house and you see me getting out of the shower, that's your fault. Your fault, little kids. I didn't realize that there were things there, actually. That's weird. But yeah, I hope that you guys like it, because I am really happy with this little build that I just kind of whipped together here. Didn't expect it to turn out quite so cute, and I'm gonna have to play in it. Dun, dun. Oh, beautiful. Okay, well, thanks, guys. Bye.